A bridge expansion joint is a device that is used to allow for movement and expansion of a bridge structure due to changes in temperature, wind, seismic activity, or other environmental factors. It is a gap that is created between two sections of the bridge to accommodate the expansion and contraction of the structure. The joint also helps to reduce the stress on the bridge and prolong its lifespan by allowing the structure to move slightly without causing damage or structural failure. The expansion joint also acts as a seal to prevent debris from entering the joint opening. There are several types of bridge expansion joints that are commonly used, including modular expansion joints. This type of joint consists of multiple steel or rubber modules that are placed side by side to cover the gap between two bridge sections. The modules can be easily removed and replaced if they become damaged or worn over time. Finger joints. Finger joints are made of steel or aluminum and consist of multiple interlocking plates that are placed side by side to create a flexible joint. The plates can move back and forth as the bridge expands and contracts, allowing the structure to flex without putting too much stress on the joints. Sliding plate joints. Sliding plate joints are made of steel and consist of two plates that are placed on top of each other. The top plate can slide back and forth over the bottom plate, allowing the bridge to expand and contract without putting too much stress on the joints. Strip seal joints. Strip seal joints are made of rubber and consist of a series of rubber strips that are placed side by side to cover the gap between two bridge sections. The strips are held in place by steel angles and can move back and forth as the bridge expands and contracts. Elastomeric joints. Elastomeric joints are made of rubber and consist of a series of rubber pads that are placed side by side to cover the gap between two bridge sections. The pads can move back and forth as the bridge expands and contracts, allowing the structure to flex without putting too much stress on the joints. Each of these types of joints has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the choice of joint will depend on factors such as the location of the bridge, the expected traffic load, and the climate conditions in the area.
Choosing a suitable type of bridge expansion joint depends on several factors such as the type of bridge, traffic volume, expected movement of the bridge, and environmental conditions. Here are some of the factors that need to be considered when selecting the appropriate type of bridge expansion joint. Type of bridge. The type of bridge can affect the type of expansion joint needed. For example, a suspension bridge will require different types of expansion joints compared to a beam bridge. Traffic volume. The volume and type of traffic that will be using the bridge will affect the type of expansion joint needed. High traffic volumes may require more robust and durable expansion joints. Expected movement of the bridge. The expected movement of the bridge due to temperature changes, wind, and seismic activity will affect the type of expansion joint needed. If a bridge is expected to have significant movement, then an expansion joint that can accommodate large movements may be needed. Environmental conditions. The environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, and exposure to chemicals can affect the type of expansion joint needed. For example, if the bridge is located in a corrosive environment, then an expansion joint made from corrosion-resistant materials may be needed. Maintenance requirements. The maintenance requirements of the expansion joint can also affect the type of expansion joint needed. Some types of expansion joints require more maintenance than others, and this needs to be factored into the decision-making process. Ultimately, the selection of a suitable type of bridge expansion joint should be based on a thorough assessment of the above factors and should be made with the help of experienced professionals. Bridge expansion joints are a particularly troublesome component of bridges, and many road authorities are seeking maintenance solutions for deteriorating expansion joints. Bridge expansion joints create a break in the structural continuity of a bridge, allowing clogging gravels and corroding chlorides to enter. To prevent deterioration of other bridge elements, the joints must be cleaned regularly and replaced promptly after failure. The cost of maintenance for bridge expansion joints can vary depending on several factors such as the type of joint, the size of the joint, the age of the bridge, and the location of the bridge. Generally, maintenance costs can include regular cleaning, inspection, lubrication, and repair or replacement of damaged or worn parts. It's worth noting that regular maintenance is crucial to ensure the longevity and safety of a bridge, and neglecting maintenance can lead to more significant and costly repairs in the future. Therefore, it's essential to budget for regular maintenance and inspection of bridge expansion joints as part of the overall maintenance plan for the bridge.